Beyond Me, the show. I am Millie in the City, your host, and we are to part 3 of the oversexualization of Black women in entertainment and beyond. I have a host and a panel of women that I admire and respect. We have been talking about it. Ladies, thank you for spending this time with me. I know you all want it raining, probably where you guys are. You just want to chill out. And we all a little hungry, a little hungry, but thank you. I really have learned something from this discussion. We were talking about Sierra and there's other people that we can talk about. You know, I'm tired of seeing Lizzo. I'm tired of seeing all of this so much sex. I think we need to take one of those fish rod things and reel them back in just a little bit. So I'm going to start at the top of this hour with one question. Do you have to show your whole body, skin, butthole out, all that out?
Butthole, dang, the only person seeing my butthole is the wax specialist, okay?
Oh my God, this is my child.
Your child.
Oh, JV, but we know her. Okay, I got that. Not butthole, excuse my language, people. Do you have to do all of that? Like Miss Miami, I'm only talking about her and all these other things to be sexy. We'll just be a yes or no. Briefly, JB Jones, we'll start with you. Do you feel like you have to do that?
No, you don't have to. I like you said earlier, people have just said to me, "Hey, you're sexy," and I have on basically what I got on now. So no, you don't.
And that's so funny because I feel like I am the least sexiest person on the planet. I am so awkward and silly. I look at you, I believe you're sexy. I look at Sierra, I think she's sexy. Miss Angela, okay, you sexy over there, girl? But when I saw Miss O, I was like, good God, let me be like her. You know, because I thought you guys were all sexy. I'm just too odd for me to be sexy. But I will say
that's sexy.
Yeah.
That's
sexy.
Do you feel like Miss O that you need to do all that to be sexy?
No, not at all. Because you remember what I said before. I feel like your sex appeal and just your sexy comes from your energy. You know, like how JV said, you can have on a whole sweatsuit zipped up to your chin, but if you exude that beautiful, sensual, sexy energy when you talk and how you present yourself to the world, like that's what they're gonna get from that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm supposed to be short, but like even when you say the word sexy, I kind of almost don't like that word. I kind of like more of a positive, ray of light type energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel
coming from a person who's sexy.
What?
JV, right? Right, like I don't want to hear it. Stop it, Miss O. You are.
I'm not saying nothing else.
I saw a photo shoot of you, and I'm like, well, I'm not gay, but damn, I want to do a little bourgeois, not bourgeois. Lord, what is it?
A boudoir.
Boudoir.
Yeah.
Photo shoot, but because I did a photo shoot. And so I guess JB forgot to add photographer and a slew of other things. I did a sex photo with my now fiance, and she tried to get it out of me, and it wasn't there. But everybody loves those photos.
But I bet you're sexy to your fiance. I bet your fiance sexy.
No, but I just feel so awkward. Miss Holmes, do you feel like you need to have it all out and bear it all to be sexy?
I don't think you have to. But we got into a little bit before about relationships and who's in a relationship, and you know that I'm single. And I'm gonna bring up because you did say Young Miami, but You did say Young Miami, and she is dating Diddy, whatever their situation is. But we talked about this, that she had a show and she asked JT to cover up before she brought Diddy out. And it's probably a number of reasons why she did that. I don't know if you remember that. Yes, they had a show. They were doing the show. Diddy was there, but he was backstage. But before Young Miami called Diddy out, they had JT put on clothes because she was wearing sort of a leotard situation. She had like shorts that they put on her before Diddy came out. And I don't know specifically why they did that, but I'm sure it's a number of reasons. But you don't have to do all of that to be sexy. That
Okay.
But it feels good to wear those things and feel sexy. Like even my hair, mommy. I did this. Your fiance was like, it's better that your hair is like that. That's what men really like, is the natural look. And I just thought I would add some little extensions, you guys, to my hair. So I went out last night.
Boom.
And it was a hair. It was just a hair.
Okay. So let's go to Miss Carter. I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. You
love me some
Carter, you just
bushes.
She in the bushes. You feel like, you just feel like you just don't have to do all that to be sexy?
No, you just don't have to do all that to be sexy. My thing is the person just attracted to your physical look? Like, what about the inside? So what about your physical attraction is lost, or you gain weight, or you start getting, or you start slacking? When you get up in age, your boobs just don't sit up tight like they used to now. So if that's what attracts a person, is there going to be a relationship when that's gone?
Mm-hmm.
There is not, and we will talk about energy. Miss Holmes already started it. I was going to talk about it, but I'm going to turn the hosting over to her. Are we all in relationships on this show? Miss O, I already know, but I'm going to have you tell it. Are you in a relationship? What is your status?
Oh, I am engaged to my honey that I am marrying next year. I'm happy.
Okay. Miss Jones.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Miss JB Jones.
Yes, I am in a relationship, and he loves me to look sexy. He loves everything really about me.
There you go.
That my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, my energy, everything that I bring to the table. So if the boobs start sagging and gravity takes a hold of everything, because he loves everything about me, that's not going to be a problem. And I think it goes back to what we've just been saying. Not only do you focus on the sexiness and keeping yourself attractive, but you also want a person to be attracted to your mind, to your spirit, to your energy, to everything about you, to how you feel about life and how you care about people. And the list goes on and on. So it's about being a complete person and feeling good about yourself as a whole. And again, I go back to, when you look good, you feel good. And when you're healthy and your health is good, you feel good, and you exude that as well. When you're sick and have all these issues, it's going to be hard to look sexy and to exude that wonderful energy. So we have to start thinking about ourselves in a more complete sense, spiritual and above.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and we will find out the relationship status of Miss Carter. She's still in the bushes in my mind, so I think that's so funny. I love it. And we'll find out the relationship status of Miss Holmes. We'll be right back. This is Beyond Me, the show. Welcome back to Beyond Me, the show. I'm your host, Millie in the City. We are talking about the oversexualization of Black women in entertainment and beyond. Boy, this is part 3 because we have talked about everything oversexualization. We talked about boundaries. There's a time and a place. We were asking our panelists, our beautiful panelists, what their relationship status is. Miss Angela Carter, your relationship status, if you care to share it with us.
I'm single. I'm still looking in the bushes. Right. I'm looking in the bushes for Mr. Right.
I can't be in the bushes with you, but I can clutch my pearls. Okay, Miss Holmes, are you in a relationship, dating? What are you doing?
I'm single, and I actually choose to be that way. And I say I choose to be single because I know there's, people who, like she said, I'm looking for Mr. Right. I'm not really in search of Mr. Right at the moment. I'm in search of that for myself and trying to get my inner health in order. So I'm single and I'm happy.
I love that. I love that because I'm on Mary J. Blige right now. She's got this song called "Good Morning Gorgeous." It is my ringtone, and I love that she said, "I was looking for a real love." Oh, and I realized that real love was me. Now, I'm not watching the show, but I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it because I just want to hear everything that she has to say. I love it. I just got engaged. I think I was looking for Mr. Right in all the wrong places. It sounds so cliche-ish, but I was. And I found Mr. Right just because I'd already found that real love in myself. And I wasn't looking. And he came out of nowhere. And of course, I will tell the story. Literally, I just got engaged about a week and a half ago, and everybody knows it. I promise you, everybody knows it. Who was it that said, oh, so JV said that her man loves her being sexy and stuff like that. Let's get to the question of, and I will answer it for myself first. And everybody knows this answer. Does your significant other approve of what you wear and if you go out to be sexy? My answer is I am not approved to go out with my buttocks showing, and I do the up and out, yes, a little bit, but anything sheer, inappropriate, I do not do. That is the way I show part of respect for him, and not having out. I am over 50. I know I look young. I know I do look young, but I don't think it's appropriate to wear it. I have 2 grandchildren. I don't, well, I've seen enough, but I don't want them to see me out on the TV and say, I don't want that for myself. And I'm just not going to do it. Let's go. I can see Miss O's face in my screen. So I feel like she is dying to say something. Miss O, we'll be brief, but I have a fiance, and how does he feel about the way you dress?
I mean, he loves the way I dress. He loves the way I dress because when I tell you, yes, I am an appropriate for the occasion dresser. I have Pinterest. I pull out my outfits a week in advance. I style them. I'm very stylish. I love fashion. I mean, I'm going to have the bag, the hat, the shoes. Like, I love fashion. So I'm an appropriate dresser, meaning, we're going to his mother's 80th birthday party next Saturday. I already have my dress and it's literally down to my knees. And, I have a nice heel paired with.
Okay.
But if we're in Miami, I have on the see-through dress and he'll help me make sure that it's tied properly. Or he'll be like, babe, your thong is in your butt. Let me pull it out for you. He's like, babe, you look great. Like, you were looking so good. I can't wait till we get home. Like, he loves it, but he loves it because I'm an appropriate dresser, meaning I'm not going to wear the tight, super tight fitted short dress to his mother's 80th birthday party. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? When he takes me to his company dinner, I'm not coming there with the cat suit on. You know, I'm going to have that dress on that is not too form fitted, that's appropriate for every single occasion. So even though I like dressing sexy, I like dressing every way that is represents who I am. And I feel like I'm a very classy, sexy type dresser because, like I said, I might have cleavage and I might be all the way down to my belly button, but I'm having long sleeves. I might have on some jeans and I might have on a pump. You know what I'm saying? Hair pulled back like class. But you're gonna get some sexy because I got Miss O gotta have a little sex thrown in there. It's just what it's just me. But he loves it. And like JV said, I think whether we want to agree on it or whether we want to say it's true, first of all, men from the beginning it's the physical appearance. That's the beginning. The beginning is the physical appearance. After that, it goes into everything else, you know, your energy, your spirit, all that different type of stuff. So like JV said, you have to work on being a great woman as a whole. Right. And that's the important part because yes, like Miss Angela said, when things go south, you gain weight, whatever, get sick, you know, they still have to love you for who you are. But at the end of the day, I still feel as though you have to be with a partner that loves you and respects who you are when they meet you. Like I was an eye candy model. I did the modeling. I did all of that type of stuff. My fiance knew me when I was doing that stuff. He knew me when that's who I was. So my thing is, okay, don't come and then like all of a sudden now you want to be in a relationship with me and you want to tell me, oh no, you can no longer wear a shirt with cleavage. When you met me and that's how I was dressing. Now, it does not mean that if I put something on and we're getting ready to go somewhere and he says, babe, I think that's a little bit too much. I'm not going to be like, oh, no, I'm going to wear this. I'm like, really, babe? All right, let me change. Because I respect my man and I love him. And I know for him to say it's a little bit too much, it's a little bit too much. You understand what I'm saying? So I have no problem being like, all right, you know what? Let me see if I can find something that's a good medium, you know, that still represents me, but makes you feel good and comfortable because I'm a representation of my fiance. So I always want him to feel comfortable with me on his arm, but I still have to feel comfortable with myself. I'm not going to lose myself because I'm trying to 100% please you, but I totally forgot about myself and I no longer exist. Omika, Miss O don't exist anymore because I'm trying to make sure you're always good. So I feel like there has to be some balance. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you truly, I know you said your fiance doesn't allow it, but if that's parts of you that you were prior to him and you actually enjoy wearing a little cleavage or whatever, you have to also kind of examine some of that because you always be in a relationship where your partner is celebrating who you really are. You know, you don't feel like you're kind of losing parts of yourself because you want to please your partner because that can get lost and you can get lost.
Right. So we'll take a break right on that. We'll be right back. This is Beyond Me, the show. Welcome to Beyond Me, the show. I am your host, Millie in the City. We are on part 3. Tres. Anyway, uno, dos, y'all didn't get, okay. We're talking about the oversexualization of women in entertainment, Black women in entertainment. Is it gone unchecked? Is it too much? Do we need to reel it back in? I've got you guys, you ladies on this show, panel of women who I love and respect, to talk about these issues. We brought up everything. Thank you, everyone. Oh my goodness. So we're talking about, we're going to wrap it up because the last part of it is, Miss Holmes, you did say that you are single by choice, and you dress how you want to dress.
I dress. I know you dress for the occasion. I dress for the weather. Okay. I dress how it is outside, and then we go from there.
I love that. And so, Miss Carter, you go out and are you always in church clothes? You appreciate a good pair of jeans?
I am not all. I am not always in church clothes. Jeans are not my favorite. You know,
Okay.
you got to wear the clothes that fit you, and jeans are not my favorite. But I
hands in the jeans. They got to be stretchy now. I can't. I'm older. I can't.
I know, right? So no, I just casually, but
you just do a pair of pants and shoes, and you feel like so that the man you attract is fully, immediately that he.
Well, let me just tell you this. Let me just tell you this. I never had a problem catching a man. All right. And I never had to dress a certain way. They were attracted to me because the way I carried myself. Oh, they were inquisitive, intrigued about the way I carried myself. Oh, okay. And one of the things is they liked about me is because I was different. I didn't carry myself in such a way as some of the other women that they were accustomed to. Okay. I'm not going to say I heard everybody's view. Yeah, when you look at something, it's not just the men. Let's just set this right. Women too. When I look at a man, what do I look at? Of course, we're going to look at the design and the feature, but I always got to bring myself back in.
You reel yourself back in.
Oh yes. What is the total package?
It's funny you said that, and I'll be brief on this because we could just talk all day, but I know we all hungry, right? I've often looked at the design as well, but then I have seen the most beautiful man, and I'm like, good Lord Jesus. And as soon as he opens up his mouth, I'm like,
absolutely.
Most women, honestly, like this is again, like most men, majority of men, if not all men, are looking at physical first. Us women, we might look at and admire an attractive man, but we're looking at how your stability, how your job is, your car, your what you can bring to the table, or your provider, your protector. Like, I mean, we can keep it honest. Like a woman's beauty is her money, her golden. Right. A man's coinage and his status and all of that is typically what trumps. And how you know that's true is you can look at your Rick Rosses and your other men that may not even be all that attractive, but they have some of the most beautiful women that's out here in this world, because it's based off of your stability, your money, your able to protect, provide, profess, as they say. But Millie, you never responded to the comment that I made. You were going to respond to that when you came back about.
Respond to the comment. Yeah. So the word is not allowed. But first of all, I asked my children. One of them is on the phone. I'm a Bama. So I
mean, but because
I'm a Bama. So I will have the boobs up and out. Yes. So if my daughter's like, okay, you look sexy, I'm like, yes. So sometimes I really do put an effort, but it was an effort for her, because if she said it, I did it, but I really didn't. If I had something see-through on or something like that, I would save it for the beach, or I'd have I got a foot pie. I'm not showing all of that,
but you wasn't never wearing that type of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. I wasn't really wearing that type of stuff, and if I did wear
right, that's the difference.
And I thought I looked sexy. So I wasn't doing it before he got there, right? I wasn't doing it before he got there. And so I'm doing it now. I'm still doing me. My boobs up and out, the boobs. Of course, I got the nice push-up bras. Mm-hmm. At other times, I like to be more comfortable. But when we go out, I don't have it all showing at his mom's gatherings, or it just depends. So I'm still me in every sense of the word. So
but you just said that you're still you. So you were you like that when you met him.
Before, yeah.
You've never been into the see-through dresses or the
I don't got the
types outfits.
I done it when I was younger because I had the body for it.
So you see what you just said?
Yeah.
So does that, so when you
If I was younger, oh, out.
and you had the body for it, but what if, you know, like, so there was a time when you did wear that stuff because you had the body for it and you were young. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
how can we sit here and say when these girls are younger, like they might be Sierra's age, or when they're younger and they're wearing the stuff that you wore when you were younger because you had the body for it, and now we're like, oh my God, these girls is walking out here half naked. But we were doing it. You did it. You did
it. Booty on. Put your one leg up. Put your booty on the floor. I had it out.
That's what I'm saying. So how can we get older and then we're just like, oh my God,
this is too much.
Too much. But you know,
you're right. I had the body for it, and you know, and I still have the body that I have, and I'm doing what I. But here's the thing: the overall thing about it is, we'll reel it all in. I am 100% pure love, Lord. Oh my God, I just listened to that song, but in love with myself. I make fun of myself. I think it's funny. One big is boob than the other. One big, you know, all of that. But I am so in love with myself. So you're going to get the energy no matter what I wear. If I have on sweats and things of nature, I hope to have taught my daughter the same, and even the body positivity of my son. But he just doesn't care about his clothing. So we will end this whole thing up. I just want to say thank you, ladies, for taking the time out today just to speak with me. I love the conversation. I love that everyone let everyone be themselves. We know that Miss Carter, she's in still the bushes, and myself are on the same page in a lot of respect. But JB Jones. But
I want to make a quick comment too, if you don't mind, about Return to Eden.
Put in the plug, baby.
Well, you know, the name itself gives you the mindset of being able to express yourself. Mm-hmm. And that was partly what I thought of when I came up with Return to Eden. And when people come here, I let them express themselves. And so, you know, they're able to have their birthday, their engagement party, whatever it is that they want to have here. But it's about being able to express yourself and taking things back to Eden, the time of when we weren't so stiff and, you know, we were able to connect with nature and God and everything. So I'm just kind of putting that in your mindset as well, because, you know, some people could take that to a whole nother level. It might be a whole nother show. But yeah, for me, Return to Eden was about that.
Okay. Thank you so much, JV. What I'm going to do right now is, you know, I didn't realize I've been giving people their flowers, and I'm going to give it before they're needed. So we'll start really quick. I want everybody to be able to showcase what they do and who they are. We'll be brief. We'll start with Sierra Holmes, who is the co-CEO of Pretty Girl Safe. Sierra, where can we find your products and your website? Well, not website, but your Instagram and things of that nature. Real quick.
Yes. So my Pretty Girl Safe website is coming very soon. And you can find us on Instagram at prettygirl_safe. And the idea just came from being in situations that weren't, you know, they you know, we're the most, I feel like Black women are the most hated. So it's important for us to protect ourselves, down to, you know, gun license and
agree,
and all the 9 yards and just being protected. It's sad that our men aren't protecting the household anymore, and we have those broken homes where, you know, kids are growing up without their fathers. It's very sad, and that women have to be head of household. So we just trying to just get into the new age of making sure that we are protecting ourselves, whether we're fully clothed or not.
Okay, and we're also on Facebook. Miss Carter, where can we find you at AJC Investment Inc.? Are you out there on Facebook or?
Yes, I'm out on Facebook as well. You can just do a search by my name. I'm on Instagram. I don't use Instagram that much.
Okay,
You
It
can
is a lot.
also
it's a lot.
you can also find me at mdproperties .com.
MD, MD.
MD Properties with IES at the end, mdproperties.com.
Excellent.
MD abbreviation for Maryland. I live in Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, great. JB Jones. Now you're everywhere, all over the place. Quickly, your real estate agent. How will we find you?
I can be emailed at realtor at jacquelineharkness.com. The direct number is 202-677-2568. And I'm also a domestic violence spokesperson. Would love to come speak to any group of women and men. A lot of people don't realize that men are victims of domestic violence as well, but would love to do that as well. I did already say a little bit about Return to Eden, but it's just, I can't say enough about just being able to, like the subject is all about, being able to express yourself in the way that you feel comfortable doing it, as well as videographer, photographer, have a entertainment company, helping to put on a festival, shameless plug for the Summer Soul Funk Festival
So
coming up.
fun festival.
So please, get your tickets to that. That's July 22nd. SSFF2023.eventbrite.com. And, I'm well known for being able to help you with different situations. And if I can put you in the right direction.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
thank you so much for inviting me today. I appreciate it, and hope that you have a blessed wedding and all that good stuff coming up.
So Millie, I had a correction. It's actually Maryland mdpropertyteam.com.
Okay.
And I'll throw my number out there as well.
Okay.
301-874-3089. And you could, for land, I think it's 101. For property, I think it's 103.
Okay.
But I got a call center handling that. So thank you.
Call center. Do they know you in the bushes?
No. But they will after this air. So
After this, okay. Oh, last, certainly but not least, Miss O, the Miss O show. We already know I'm gonna bring you over to Clear Productions TV Radio Network. No ifs, ands, or buts. How can we get in touch with you before that?
Oh man, so I am enjoying the soft life. I'm looking forward to being somebody's wife. I have to be honest. Like I used to do so much stuff all the time, the modeling, the PR. I did so much stuff. And I just love just spending time with my family, my friends. I love like working out and stuff. And so yeah, I'm embracing the soft life. But I am, my show, I still have the show. And you can check the show out, all the previous episodes, and I will be coming back and it'll be on the YouTube. So my YouTube channel is The Miss O Show. So you can make sure you subscribe while you're there. And I will be starting that back up in April, so this month. And make sure you buy my book. It's called How I Found Me. It's on Amazon. If you search How I Found Me by Omika Polk, you can find it. And it's a beautiful story. It talks about my life, growing up in Delaware and just finding myself, going through a lot of spiritual growth and just loving who I am, turning that rotten apple into the woman that I am today, and sexual experience, just really being raw and uncut. I've had a lot of people that have said that they've really learned to find themselves and to embrace the journey. And so, yeah, I'm just thankful for being on here. I love you to death, Millie. You have the most amazing magnetic energy. Ever since I've ever met you, your smile, your energy, you're such a beautiful person. I mean, you really are, and I just want to say thank you for thinking of me. You have pulled together a very wonderful, panel. This topic, like we could talk all day about
All day.
we really could. And I love how everybody respected each other's opinions and just viewpoints on stuff, because these are how you're able to get these kind of conversations out, when you can just talk about it and respect how people feel and how they view. But I thank you again. Oh, and also follow me on Instagram. Because I'll be talking about the dates of when I'll be doing the show. It's at Paris K Styles. So Paris, Paris, the letter K, and then Styles.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. I will let you get back to all the fabulous things you were doing. Of course, you can find me on Clear Productions TV Radio Network. Yeah. Okay. Clear Productions, DMV.com. I'm everywhere.